Yo, 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 what's happening? What's happening out here, sports fans? Y'all keeping it 100? Is it bueno or no? No bueno. Bueno or no bueno? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. No, and that is not a wigger. That is a gray hair. I done been pulling on all day thinking maybe that's but it's not. It's not. It's a gray hair. Ever since we met, every time I think yeah. Sitting up in my room, or up in the man cave, anyhow. uh, ever since we met, I just keep thinking of you. Yeah, man, I was just checking out this movie called Disappearing Without, or Disappearing Act. My bad, Disappearing Act, starring Nathan Lathan, Nia Lathan, and Wesley Snipes. You know, I get her name, uh, Nia Lathan. She's sexy, man. You know. Yeah, her and starring character that was in Love and Basketball. Boy, they tore that up, man. That's just my favorite movie of all times. Man, they tore that up. Oh man, it's hard for them to reproduce this. I like uh, this movie that I was watching premiering on YouTube. It's like, wow, you know, it's hard for them to duplicate that chemistry they had. That was real. That was straight up. Loving basketball. Yeah, you know, they had such chemistry. I think they had to really stay away from one another. They had to stay away from one another. Otherwise, they can't live their real life. I mean, in other words, if they got somebody significant, they'd be each other's side piece. If they can't stand to be away from each other. Also, another star in that movie, Disappearing Act, is Coleman. Now, I believe she's the same Coleman, you know, from the North Omaha, Nebraska, you know, because she's one of them real flossy, just, you can't take it away from them no matter how you try. Omaha's finest. Just like if you go to a different world, it's a different world than where you come from. With Sinbad, yes it is now. Here's my chance to make it. Yeah. The woman that Sinbad ended up with. Now, it could be just me. But to me, she's a Woods because that's where she come from. You got a whole bunch of brothers and bunch of sisters, and they all look just like her. Because I remember back in the day when I was about 8th grade, she said she used to be a teacher. A little grade school teacher, something like that. And we was, if it's the same woman now, don't get me wrong. But she did say she was on her way to California to be an actress and all this kind of stuff. And see, her brother's this cat, Danny Woods. I hate to drop his name, but you know you is, nigga. And you didn't break my motherfucking leg, nigga. I broke my own, I twisted my own ankle. He's my sparring partner in wrestling. And he lived over there on Spalding, or off of Spalding, on the other side, on the west side of Fontenelle Park. Yeah, digger. You didn't break my leg, nigga. You just try to take credit for it. He used to show out for the girls coming home from school that lived in his neighborhood. And, you know, I was on the other side, on the east side of Fontenelle, more southeast. Which is a trip, because if you lived anywhere east of Radio Highway, and you know Radio Highway going south and north, if you got over there where anywhere close to 72nd Street, niggas that live over there, they be like, there's no niggas allowed over here. Nigga, what are you doing in this neighborhood? Like, you black son of a bitch. What these you goddamn military brat, Air Force brat, son of a bitch. I'm a military, somewhat of a military brat. Well, I ain't military brat, but maybe I was. Because my pops is a veteran too. Now you see how I be stumbling through all these little beats that I be making and playing on this guitar later on. See, that's the reap the rewards till you can manipulate. Manipulate the piss out of that. Anyway, back to what I was saying. You know, those are two females that I believe for some reason, like, damn, wait a minute. But you know, people go through changes and they end up getting married and change here and there. They tell you get deep into them, but it's all about what they share. What they want you to do. Some they left Omaha and put Omaha in their rearview mirror, and they didn't look back. And only time they go there is to spend time with the loved ones that they really want to spend time with. It's like, don't tell no goddamn body around. Hey, maybe, you know, that might be the case. But otherwise, they tell you they from Kansas City or any goddamn where else. Let me tell you something else. When I used to go when I was a younger man, you know, it seemed like you make it every damn where else, but where your heart be at is around your people. And be like, damn, if I had it going on like this, then I could be this right here and this and that, this and that. It's damn shame you gotta have a hardship from where your heart is at, and you got everything popping everywhere else. It's like, damn, you know, that happened one time. All right, but you get over that shit, you know. Especially you got your shit together where you commuting back and forth and whatever else it takes for you to get where you need to be at when you want to be where you want to be at. Understand how it go, baby? Call me. Call my name. Call me. Call my name. Seems like my name has never been spoken so lovely before. I carried you through the bridal doors. Seems like the moon never shines as brightly as it did as I carried you through the bridal. Man, I got that word messed up. Got the lyric messed up. A brighter room doors. Well, we'll get it together. We'll be singing and plucking and riffing and fretting at the same time, baby. Yeah, and be looking for my this weekend fat bastard workout. Yeah, the fat bastard. You didn't think I was gonna forget all about you, did you, fat bastard? We've been eating good. Had to come back and shock you in shape. Shock you into shape. So this weekend coming, you be looking for my fat bastard workout. You dig? It's coming. Yeah. Let's see. All right, you squares, it's time to jam. Light your ass up now, don't give no damn. Do me a push-up. You do a push-ups, how we get down. All right, fat ass, it's time to jam. Put down the muffin and bring that ass. It's time to get high. be like them drill songs. Yeah, we gonna smoke some ass today. Oh, we're gonna smoke some ass today. I feel like getting high. Don't you? Don't you, Staff Sergeant? Yeah, I feel like getting high in the motherfucking money. And drop your fucking ass. Come on. Come there. Teens. Huh? Half left. Move. And then run over there. Oh, your ass is real slow. What, you got molasses in that? Oh, I think this motherfucker was eating molasses last night. Boy, after I made it through basic training, man, I was so motherfucking motivated. I wanted a campaign hat, man. I was a fuck the rest of this shit, man. Then let me tell you something, man. I was really in E4 promotable, right? Then supposed to go through PLDC pre-leadership training and shit, right? You know. But here was the deal. Some of them buck sergeants fucked up. I was in Tank Hill, Fort Jackson, Carolina. See, they had fucked up. They wasn't seasoned enough to run no. So they just said, nah, your rank gotta come up a little bit more high. You gotta be E6, E7 before you get there. Like, shit. Like otherwise, yeah, you could turn around right now. You could turn around right now. Boy, let me tell you something. Tank Hill, man, you see them when you come through there, man. Fort Jackson. And everywhere in Four Winds, that's where you see just droves and droves of getting dogged out. It'll be a big ass platform. And they dogging their ass out. And you get through that every time you go through something like that. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little bit about the military, because it's a whole nother story. I just want to, put a little bit on your lips. Y'all be so thirsty, y'all women that be thirsty, just pull it out and let you be so thirsty, pull on your rub it on your lips, pull it back, put it back. You be like, oh man, you passed it. Yeah. But anyway, I got in. Got to get in my wind, blowing all the smoke and all of everything, the streets out of my ass, man. Let me tell you something. I was high speed, no drag at all. Rock and roll, ready to go. Let me tell you something. Battlefield ready right now. I'm telling you, man. But it wasn't so confidential. None of your goddamn deals. I let you look to, you'll see. Be like, well, damn, yeah, that's the problem a veteran have when he come back home. He got to slow down, stumble over. He's militant, you know what I mean? But anywho, yeah, I was motivated enough and wanted to, boy, advance to a lot of shit. I was really motivated. And I come back, man, it's like I need three more niggas like me. Now on the word is nugga. Nugga, not nigga. You just that nigga. Nugga. Like nougat, nugga. But you don't gotta say it at all. Yeah. Well, y'all, I got to go to the news. You dig? Got to see this booked up Corona shit every time you turn around. Corona, and the Coronas. So glad when they finally get a handle on this shit, because I'm not falling for that bullshit, man. for that shit, man. Not falling for that shit. I'm just as lame as anybody else, but I know damn well you gonna make me think it's just a plague. What is we around a bunch of something that done surfaced that was in the ground? Maybe some kind of war head or something. Somebody fucked around, and is it the goddamn air astronauts when they went up there to go get them batteries or something from up there off the damn satellite and all that shit? Something, man. Y'all, you know, I used to just be like, man, I don't think it's the government. Somebody just tripping, it's the government. Yeah, but they talking about this is what I'm talking about. And they want to ease that shit out. And all the time, it's some hidden bullshit. And then over there, back over there, with this Jin Ying motherfucker, son of a bitch. And then they all gone like they got a raccoon rabies or some shit, acting a goddamn fool. And they putting a bunch of shit in the air because they ain't supposed to have no guns and all that kind of shit, man. There's too much bullshit going on, man. And then they act just as fucking dumb. Reports of online predators. Here we go. Here we go. We're going to turn it up so you can hear this shit a little bit. Don't watch the news with you. Here we go.
The National Edward R. Murrow Award for Newscast Excellence. Good evening to you. New at 10 o'clock tonight, the Little Rock School District officially rolls out a working copy of its plan for the upcoming school year.
Just so you know what the fuck I'm at for real.
And tell us how the teachers union envisions a safe return.
Bullshit.
Paris?
Chris, the Little Rock School District plan is 27 pages. It details everything from sanitation and academic instruction to response to public health concerns. LRSD will offer 2 learning options for pre-K through 12, either virtual or in person. Students will be required to wear masks, and social distancing will be expected when possible. Monday, we spoke with the president of the Arkansas Education Association. Carol Fleming says the governor pushing back the start date to August 24th is a step in the right direction, but we still have a long way to go.
I believe that when we reopen has to be determined by the health experts. How we reopen, that's going to be based on the advice and the input of educators.
Fleming says as schools continue to make plans, the educators who know the students best are largely being left out of the equation.
They are so vital in the social emotional development of our children, and they know what's best for how they're going to be meeting these unique needs of our children.
LRSD has health screening and protocols in place for employees, and teachers will be encouraged to disinfect their workspaces. Right now, the AEA is asking for more concrete guidance from the state.
It's going to take all of us together looking to see what's going to be a good baseline for the entire state.
You can read more about LRSD's plan for the upcoming school year on our website, ktv.com. Chris?
Okay, Paris Kane at School District Headquarters, thank you. Again, all students and staff members in the Little Rock District will be required to wear face masks. Well, the push to return to school comes as our COVID-19 numbers continue to grow. Today, the state reported 572 new cases. That brings our total to nearly 29,000. Right now, a little more than 5,400 are active. 39 are hospitalized, and tonight 323 Arkansans have lost their lives to this disease.
Our prayers go with the Pryor family, and you know, it just illustrates that no one is immune from the virus.
Well, tonight around this state and this nation, prayers are being offered for retired U.S. Senator and former Arkansas Governor David Pryor. Senator Pryor is hospitalized in Little Rock tonight with COVID-19. Both he and former First Lady Barbara Pryor tested positive over the weekend. She is asymptomatic and recovering at home. The 85-year-old politician is said to be responding well in the hospital.
Your Metro First Forecast with Chief Meteorologist Barry Brandt.
Boy, I'm having a situation here. Y'all just hold on, damn it.
As small as they are in the short term.
Just hold on.
Arkansas. Let me show you the progression of it as it moved into western Arkansas, then into central Arkansas.
You see what the fuck we going on down in this song, bitch, now? You see what's going on down in this motherfucker right now.
but the rain chances just went away.
So y'all,
There are other
so
rain
y'all
chances
can't.
coming,
Oh,
and it won't
it
take
nigga
long,
bullshit.
for them to get
This is what I'm
here.
telling
In fact,
you.
by
This is what
sunrise
I'm
tomorrow
telling
morning, there could be
you.
another disturbance rolling along that front that's down to the south. That
We've
front
been
will move
hoodwinked.
northward, introducing warmer air, and then it's
Bamboozled.
going to get really hot outside. But you can see our futurecast model showing a few little rain chances.
Let me turn it back
especially
around and
during
see if I
tomorrow
got
morning.
the
We'll keep a
camera
close eye on
right,
it,
so y'all can
and
see
Linda
TV
Mayo
when I
will
get it
have
flip
the
back over.
latest at 4:30 tomorrow morning on daybreak. 80 right now here. It's not bad outside. We had cloud cover. It's 80 also at Hot Springs. Still some cloud cover, but not a lot on our Middleton weather cam. And partly cloudy, and 72 is our overnight low for tonight. Again, around sunrise tomorrow morning, there are small rain chances. Then tomorrow we get up to 92 for a high. It'll be a more humid day.
Yeah.
There are those rain chances I mentioned.
Y'all
Then
in the
rain
man
chances
cave
really
right
go
now.
away. So the combination of heat and humidity will make for
You're
a lot
in
of
the
heat
man cave
advisories.
right
I'll show
now.
you a part of the state that will be under a heat advisory tomorrow, and then looking at the rest of the week, how much hotter it
You
will
in
get.
the
New
fucking
model
man
information for you
cave.
coming up, Chris.
It's
Okay,
a
heat
man
and humidity
live
is
here.
familiar,
It's a
Dr.
man
Dr.
live
Dr.
here.
Barry, thank you very much. Governor Hutchinson and Dr. Nate Smith spent a large portion of their daily COVID-19 news conference today stressing the importance of wearing
See that?
masks and even debunking some misinformation.
I don't even think we
about
5 minutes in.
Mask is the one tool
We
that
about
we
5 minutes
have
in.
to reduce the spread of the virus.
We can get everyone to wear those masks, then we're all protected because we basically keep our respiratory droplets to ourselves rather than letting them get airborne.
That's some
Well,
bullshit,
hours
ain't
after
it?
that news conference, the North Little Rock
I mean,
City Council passed a mask ordinance.
Anything
Starting
like
on
that
Wednesday,
is like
anyone in North Little Rock will be required to wear a mask in public places.
it's like tobacco. It's
North
like
Little Rock police will also be made available to help business owners
tuberculosis.
enforce the rule inside their business.
breathing from one to another,
We're
right?
not
Real close. That's
in the medical field,
tuberculosis.
and I
You
had
ain't
one
supposed to
email
smoke
saying you are
after
not
somebody else
scientists,
or
and no,
sit
we're
up
not. But we do
You know what I
have to take
mean?
our guidance
When you
from
do that little
somewhere,
test on
and
your
we are
arm,
taking from the Department of Health, which the governor takes his from the Department of Health, and that's
when you
what
do
we
that
are
little test
endorsing,
on your arm,
and we're
and
ready.
then walk
Everyone,
away, and
please
a
wear
few
your
days
mask.
come back
North Little Rock Mayor Joe Smith
and checking
says he
if
supports
that spot where
the
they
ordinance.
pricked you at.
Quick note of correction
You
here.
be
We
a buck
reported
and
that
shit.
last week that
You
the
got
city of
tuberculosis.
McLean was operating under a mask ordinance
Oh, fuck
requirement.
you. Everybody
The
finna
mayor
have
has since
tuberculosis
told us that
now.
while a resolution encouraging
And they call
mask
it
wearing
COVID.
was approved, right now there is not a requirement in place. We apologize for the confusion. The Arkansas cities that have mask ordinances in place now include Little Rock, Fayetteville, Conway, Rogers, Hot Springs, and
Tuberculosis.
tonight, as we just reported, North Little Rock. Today's discussion at the Capitol about the importance of wearing a mask comes after a huge spike in cases this weekend.
Is
On
y'all
Saturday,
counting?
we saw more than 1,000
That's
new
10
cases
whole
in Arkansas for the
motherfucking
first
minutes.
time.
They've been running
That night on Twitter,
COVID-19,
the governor said the spike may
COVID-19.
have been the result of activities over the
Whoa.
4th of July weekend. Today, Dr. Nate Smith talked more about that idea.
This past weekend is about when you would expect to see the beginning of a rise related to activity that occurred the weekend before, because the average incubation period is 5 or 6 days. Then
Watch
there
it
may
with
be a
me
few
for a minute.
days delay in getting test results back. It's not possible for us to ascertain at this moment how many of those were related, but it probably was a contributor.
Dr. Smith also said the health department is continuing to investigate whether new cases are linked to the openings of restaurants, bars, and gyms. Well, new at 10 o'clock tonight, our conversation with Arkansas Commerce Secretary Mike Preston about the 20,000 unemployment claims that the state is now investigating for potential fraud. Preston tells 7 on Your Side's Maureen Glisovic that while the state is currently investigating these claims, there is a problem happening all across the country along these lines. Preston says that con artists are using people's personal information to apply for unemployment benefits.
Unfortunately, for those who are victims of it, they don't know until they receive a letter from the Department of Workforce Services that a UI claim has been made in their name, and then that alerts them to hopefully contact us and contact law enforcement so that we can begin an investigation.
The Arkansans who are most vulnerable to this scam have typically been the victim of some sort of identity theft dating back as far as 20 years ago. Well, President Trump says that he wants children and teachers to return to the classroom this fall. The question is, how do you do that safely? ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest now from Washington.
As COVID-19 cases continue surging in the United States, the Trump administration is adamant that schools will reopen in the fall anyway.
Schools should be opened. Schools should be open.
But positive coronavirus cases are increasing in 39 states. Hospitalizations are on the rise in 31 states, while deaths from COVID-19 are climbing in nearly half the country. How can schools open their doors to millions of kids, teachers, and staff safely? Education Secretary Betsy DeVos on CNN Sunday offering no plan on how to do that.
There is nothing in the data that would suggest that kids being back in school is dangerous to them.
You can't even do a board meeting in person. How are you expecting a teacher to teach to a classroom?
The risks are real, not just for students, but also the staff. In Albuquerque, New Mexico, school is scheduled to resume next month with teachers reporting in 3 weeks, but the district hasn't figured out how to protect staff who are high risk from getting infected.
This is a lot of moving parts that I don't think are settled yet.
In Detroit, protesters blocking the school bus terminal as in-person summer school started back up today. While in Florida, where they achieved the highest daily number of infections since the start of the pandemic, Governor Ron DeSantis still echoing the president's push to reopen schools, even as some in the largest school districts express concern. In New York, leaders want in-person public education to resume, but only
if it is safe to reopen. How do you know if it's safe? You look at the data.
Texas remains another hot spot. Houston school district leaders are announcing school reopening plans next week, but the mayor wants to stop sending kids back to school until it's safe. And some school districts rejecting the president's push to reopen by the fall. The Los Angeles Unified School District, the second largest public school system in the country, says students will not be returning to the physical classroom when the school year resumes next month. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, Washington.
Some of these trends turn, and the message is we're all a part of this.
Well, still ahead here tonight, where the SEC stands when it comes to sports this fall. That's about 10 minutes away.
Channel 7 News at 10, brought to you by Everett Buick GMC. Weather cams, sponsored by Middleton Heat and Air.
All new 2021 GMC Yukon is here.
Now,
Everett Buick GMC. Step up to professional grade.
Do you see it through my eyeballs now? Can you see the shot? They went hard. 15 minutes.
And a 14-speaker Bose audio system. Test drive your new Yukon
10 to 15, 12 minutes.
GMC or online at everettbgmc.com.
COVID-19.
Takes time and attention. For many Arkansans,
They should have told us
were delayed by our nation's response to COVID-19.
to go to a bomb shelter or something.
That surgeries are underway once again at Jefferson.
You know, like the old days.
Our team of world-class surgeons.
Some of these houses, when I growed up, some of these houses had those bunkers, like,
because your life is our commitment.
excuse me, you see them extra doors and shit on the back of people's houses. And these doors, they open and go in there and you close it up.
You create a new one. Regions can help.
And it goes back under the ground.
Tools to help you budget, save, and plan your financial future. So you can brave a new beginning.
So that whatever goes on top of the dirt,
You get the Hopper, TV's most powerful DVR. It lets you record
you'll be safe from it.
shows at once. Why so many? Because
It's
we
a
know
bunker.
more
See, this
shows
is what the fuck they
can
done
help you make the
snuck
most
up on us now.
of the perfect girls' night in.
Here, I'm gonna make it rhetorical. So what the fuck you think I ought to see through my eyeball?
Record up to 16 shows at once. Dish, tuned into you.
The weekend starts.
And everybody running around with a fucking mask on their goddamn face. You know. Last time I checked, when there's gas,
Discount on most 2020
right?
GMC SUV models. Use it to get nearly $7,300 total value on this Acadia Denali.
Gas. You let somebody.
GMC dealer.
Let them know. And then you dine on you go to your side.
My wish for you over the next 10 days and maybe longer is that your
Reach in your pocket, open it up, pull it out, don your protective mask, put it on over your face, pull you tight on you, pull your hood back over, do all that good bullshit, man. Seal you, don your protective mask, first thing you do. Then you start putting on all your little protective gear and shit. Mob gear and all that stuff, so you'll be protected. Here we are sitting here with a goddamn industrial fucking little dust mask on your face, looking like a fucking hamster running around trying to have life.
But by the time it got to Little Rock, it had really lost a lot of its punch.
It's
Now,
bullshit,
tomorrow
man.
morning, let's jump ahead. Our future cast model says maybe a few scattered
You
showers.
understand?
New
This
model
is
data
24/7.
scattered showers in the morning. We're watching that front in South Arkansas. It'll start to lift northward. And this model now shows in southeast Arkansas a few scattered showers tomorrow afternoon. There's not much to them. It won't be not everyone.
There you are. I don't know what else to tell ya.
And then that front lifts to the
I don't know what else to tell ya. That's what we got going on.
A lot of humidity, nothing to provide showers and thus cloud cover, and so that means it's going to get really hot.
Watch
But for tomorrow,
some of this news with
there's
me.
a heat advisory in effect for central, western, and southern Arkansas. I'd say with the possibility of some clouds and rain here, the hottest.
They talking about somebody went there and tore up the cemetery. Tore up the cemetery, the Confederate cemetery. The way I feel about that.
Just play it safe if you're going to be working outside for a long time. Take breaks, get plenty to drink, and we're going to make it through this, folks. But the upper level pattern here is really
It's not so much of the flag, it's the antics behind the flag.
In the upper level pattern, and the jet stream is pushed all the way up into the northern
Again.
United States. So future cast wise, we may get
I don't know why these black people was running around here. Oh, that's my flag, and oh, I'm gonna represent you, going all through that shit, man, with all that stuff. Really? Something wrong with your black ass, man.
dangerous heat. And maybe not so as much tomorrow as Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but it's going to be.
Them people didn't have a choice. If they were slaves, you used to do what the fuck they tell you to do, or they gonna tie you to a tree and beat the fuck out of you with a whip.
And the only rain that I see is a little bit northeast Arkansas, and that's
Or anything you can find, right? So you didn't have no choice but to get your ass in there to go to war. And that's to support.
Is tomorrow, that small rain chance, just kind of on and off. Right now, you're at 80. It's in the 70s though. North Clinton's at 73, Russellville at 76. It's not bad outside. And our Middleton
To
weather
keep,
camp
you know,
shows
against the Yankees, you know, after Lincoln, you know,
72, kind of pleasant. And the rain chances are low.
done emancipated men and black women and people of color to be treated just as human as anybody else, right? But y'all still, and when you get over there, that's what you're spouting off about. It's like, motherfuck you and that damn flag. Shit. These niggas is running around. These ain't noobs, these is niggers. And they over there, it's like, man, you gotta slap this motherfucker.
Thanks for the heads up on that. Well, after 87 years, Washington will have a new
HK and all the rest of them goddamn niggas. Like this, it's like the damn little black girl come on there and, you know, they did this a couple years back about, what, 2015, 2013. She ran around, I hate niggers, they stink, they're ugly, they got big lips, and all this kind of stuff. It's like, All you got to do is bring your ass out from around them. Like, who want to sit there and be somebody fucking slave? And, oh, it's my flag. And then they try to justify it by saying it was black people that was soldiering. And like, no, they wasn't soldiering by choice. They wasn't soldiering by choice. Shit. You know, who you trying to bullshit and then try to say, oh, no, see what had happened was they tried to, with the trades and all that, man, shut your motherfucking mouth is what it was. Yeah. It started out, this war was about, it was about slavery, and that's it. That you said, ain't no more of that shit. Ain't no more of that shit. So any black person, I pray for you. If your black ass is sitting there fighting just as much for them to keep up a fucking argument about Confederate, God bless their souls, because maybe they didn't know what they was doing anyway. But if you just keep on acting a fool about it, then motherfuck you. You should, you and your soul, and along with that damn, make sure you got that goddamn flag and set your ass on. And no, send you on down there to the devil in the fiery furnace. That's what I feel. Straight up. Because I thought of it that way. What if it was my fault? Okay, wouldn't take the walk the same. It was wrong, right? But no, they were on this side, they were the victim. So give it up. They ain't taking that shit no more. Period. Only one flag that matters. There's only one flag that matters. And that's this flag right here. One flag. If you can't live with that shit, if you can't live with this right here, then I don't know what else to fucking tell you. Because you're here, and this flag belongs to me. It belongs to black. It belongs to white. And those are the ones that don't mind the era of slavery and all that stuff to be dead and leave it dead. Because now it's the red, white, and blue. Right? All right. And that's the end of it.
We think it's wise to use as much time as possible in making our decisions. So that's exactly where we are. We'll watch what happens in the world around us. We need to see some change in the trends. We need to
God, when you get through, you want to talk about you want to talk about how glorious it was for them. That was, what kind of glory was that? Shit. You know, there's black people that was fighting, volunteering and everything, that they was able to stand up. Then, as years go by, and you got war, World War I and II and all that stuff. And then they go over here to Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and just burn all that out, and then ain't nothing else done. You ain't putting no reparations back. That's another thing too. That was our economy. That was everything. You double jeopardy. You still ain't made good on that shit neither. What the fuck are you talking about? You know? Ain't no goddamn talking about it and all the rest of this bullshit y'all got going on. Oh, let's talk about it and then throw up a fucking war. Fuck you. Take that, your guns, your goddamn whatever you can have, and go on in the goddamn woods. Go to your place and have a party. Ain't nobody come up in your yard trying to disturb your little fucking groove. Now go ahead on. You want to hate niggas don't give a damn about you. I'm one. I don't give two goddamn rats about what the fuck you doing over there. But when you come out in public, you gotta get, find that respect and drag it out immediately. And fuck your attitude. stick it in your ass, because don't nobody talking about God didn't do that. You motherfuckers didn't ever have shit in the first place. And you was running around and you did Indians wrong and you did black people the worst. And then, you know, the Mexicans with the Cinco de Mayo and everything. Hey. Now you stop and think about it. If the Negroes, the Indians, and the Mexicans get together, what fucking chance do you really have? And I think you understand that. You better get understand, because there's a lot of people that don't have no melon, don't have no, and you run around and pump around talking about you walk, and that's just the way it is. Oh yeah. Why y'all keep coming fucking around up there in Washington D.C. or anywhere else trying to make sure didn't nobody else had no guns? Y'all the ones that fucked up anything about it anyway. Because it didn't make no difference whether it was a black or a white outlaw, like Billy the Kid and all them other folks that y'all just really, you making them an icon and shit. You know, did a little time after they just robbed the bank or whatever, and they just go ahead and hand the motherfucker his gun and holster and give him a horse and everything and a shotgun or a fucking rifle and go on your way right off in the sunset. Then wasn't no black person took their ass up in Vegas, sat in a window and waited for all them people to gather up down there, and then used the damn weapon to just kill up a bunch of people. Huh? You know, what was it like? It was something about that date. And this, I think a lot of them woke the fuck up and said, this don't make no sense. And that's what that was going to be called. It's like a massacre type of thing. And this dude is a white dude, had real long hair and shit. And he was on there trying to act like he just had a real fucking issue to talk about. Like, oh, we can cut that bullshit out, man. That don't make no sense. Here it is. Texas is having floods every damn day. You either throw the damn gun down and go get a hammer and some nails and take your ass and help board up some shit. Instead of thinking, oh, while all that's going on, let's go and shoot up a bunch of people. Did that make any sense to you? You want to see this bullshit through my eye? See it through my eye. So this is what you're looking at right now. You know, sit down and just lay the damn facts down on the table and talk about it. You see what I'm talking about? It'll come out more square than you're hearing it right now. But what I'm saying is, damn, you can't ignore none of it. It's the truth. Go to hell. 'Cause I'm 53 years old. And every time you, with this presidency, everybody, you know, oh, this one, here's the Democrat, here's the Republican, here's the other people. I like this, but I don't like that. And let me see what ways and all this kind of shit. And then I ain't voting if it's some motherfucker you don't even know. Then that motherfucker drop off to the side. Then you got these people, oh, I'm better than him. And then, you know, that's the whole thing. And then it's just like something that's traditional. And then when they get in there, they lie to you. None of the shit they talking about do they ever fix, ever control. First thing, and then they some of the main ones when they want your vote. Oh, like we just say, we'll just use guns because, you know, people who don't, there's people that like to just have the damn thing, right? They ain't necessarily looking for somebody to shoot or kill.
The bill became law, but since then the problem has only gotten worse.
Hold up.
With a big spike during the coronavirus pandemic. In April, for example, the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children received more than 4 million reports of online sexual exploitation of children, 4 times as many as last April.
I don't think most people have any idea just how big a problem it is.
Companies like Facebook, Google, Twitter, and Dropbox are legally report images of child sexual abuse on their platforms. Research published by the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children says the creation and distribution of child sexual abuse imagery is exceeding the capabilities of officials to take action. A network of 61 law enforcement task forces nationwide is trying to keep up.
If we don't bring a case to fruition today, these children are still being victimized.
Despite the proliferation of abuse reports, we discovered federal funding for units like this one is flat. In fact, numbers we obtained from the Department of Justice show funding is consistently less than half of the $60 million a year authorized by the PROTECT law in 2008.
And not having that money from DOJ puts task forces like yours in a pretty tough spot.
It certainly makes it tougher.
We have to fund these task forces. This is happening. There are predators out there.
Alicia is now going state by state, trying to pass Alicia's law to provide a dedicated stream of funding. So far, it's on the books in 11 states.
My goal has always been to save one child.
One child from going through what she did and becoming another victim of internet predators. I'm John Crisos for Spotlight on America.
Once weekly Ozempic is helping many people with
All
type 2
right, so
diabetes like Emily lower their blood sugar. A majority of adults who took Ozempic reached an A1C.
yeah, that was about these online predators, and they got some program. They want money for this, all that kind of stuff, funding for the task force people to be on the line, catching these folks for when their kids get over there, they get a little cotton ball up under their arm and they think they're grown now, you know, and dibbing and fucking around with different people. Well, there you go. They said they need that money so they can keep everybody's kids safe. It's also up to the kid to stay in the kid's place as well. You know, but it's only so much chastising you can do too. The youngins, they only trying to grow up, so you ignorant motherfuckers is out here, and you know damn well it's too young for you to be fucking with. Leave them alone, period. Now back talking about with
pay as little as $25 for a 1 month or 3 month prescription. Ask your healthcare provider today about once weekly Ozempic.
racism and this presidency, and they don't change it. Just 4 years and after 4 years and 4 years, 80 years and 4 years and all this old bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna do a damn thing. Every time they always use these, even if they were to get your vote, oh, you can have these guys, oh, everyone. Then when they get your vote, then they the first one over there. Okay, now, you gotta, somebody go and do some of the silly shit with a damn gun or whatever it is.
That's why I invented My Pillow. My patented pill adjusts to your
And
individual needs and helps keep your neck.
they go right back and attack gun control. You already know there ain't nothing you can do to stop no motherfucking body. If you took all these guns away from people, it's gonna be motherfucker with a gun. No matter how you try to sit in jail, or throw them in jail about it, it don't make no difference to a motherfucker that don't want to make no sense about nothing. You understand that? Shit. If it's just, oh, let me take a spit and hit somebody right like a dumb, like some character took his ass the other day. And he went to his family members and don't nobody know what the fuck he did, what fuck. And he went, he stuck everybody up, stabbed everybody up in the fucking house, and one person ended up dying, bled to death behind him doing it. It's like, what the fuck is on your mind, man? If you, chances are, man, like you say, motherfucker, how much, it's modern day, you know, I don't know what his excuse gonna be. But 9 out of 10, if a motherfucker, it's probably about some money. Gave you some fucking money to go fix your goddamn habit. thinking they was doing something to try to help you. All right. Then when they say no, you gonna go act like a fucking rabid dog with rabies and shit, and start attacking them because they said no, they ain't give you no more goddamn money. You done spent your money or whatever the fuck it is. Let's say, oh, you know I'm gonna get my check. You know I'm gonna get my check. And so what? Wait till you get your check. I ain't giving you no more money than gave you money you probably ain't even supposed to have any goddamn way. I shouldn't have gave to you any damn way. You give me $5 back, then you come back and you borrow 20. Shit like that. Over some fucking weed, and you go down the street, man, motherfucker got some old medical weed. He sell you that to hook you. Then all of a sudden he sell you some goddamn grass off the fucking ground. Some parsley leaves. Start putting some sprinkle, get some old ditch weed and sprinkle some real shit in there. Hopefully you get, man, this what the fuck is this, man? I'm just puffing and puffing. I ain't getting out. Either way, it's dumb as fuck. You should have done it. So you got all this goofy shit. So we talking about legally. But there y'all go, man. I had to put on me a little blog or whatnot, man. This shit goes on from goddamn morning, from now, early in the morning news, till 7 o'clock in news, 12 o'clock noon in news, 5 o'clock, to 10 o'clock, was it 12 noon to 5, 6, from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock at night, and then again from 9 o'clock to goddamn 10:30. This is what the fuck we seen. So what I really wish to do though is stop the bull in the world. Figure out what's in the atmosphere and what it is in the atmosphere. Just don't call it okay because we can't classify it as this and we can't classify it as that. And there wasn't no war going on. Oh no. So what else could it be? Okay, let's just call it coronavirus because it ain't been here in 20 years or 80, 90 years or whatever the case might be. And here we are dependent.
We were permanently linking our names to ideas that should have been taken as seriously
dependence.
as graffiti. And with everyone being so connected,
and everybody got, all of a sudden they get corona. It's just like
when something happens, there's peer pressure to comment
if
on it right away. We're expected to have these fully formed, omniscient, bulletproof,
it's just like if you
every topic in real time at all times that will stand the test of time, or just like do a weird TikTok dance.
Put some kind of pest, poison or something around. It killed majority of them, the ants or whatever else. But then you got all the rest of that shit to deal with. A few of them died, the other one then ran to safety or some shit. And you didn't drop some poison or something, but you ain't told no damn body.
Because stupid thoughts don't age well.
Bullshit,
and we're
man.
all guilty of this. We have all tweeted stuff that felt fine at the time.
Now, run around with a mask, so we might as well run around with a just like. And then here's the worst part about it is you keep trying to hook the shit so that it's something else that we need, like toilet paper.
Because the internet doesn't care.
It's fresh damn air now. So now everybody be walking around fucking air tank with these tubes and everything around there from trying to get some fresh air. And then that costs money, right? You know, I believe that's what Barack Obama was talking about. He feels so bad for the future.
Well, I'm really responsible now, and I'm in an HOA. Had a hard time selling it.
I believe that's what the fuck he was talking about. But well, I'm gonna get off here, man, because I done ran this thing a little bit long.
Should be allowed to evolve and not have their career
And
ended
well,
by something they drunkenly tweeted in an Uber X after a Fall Out Boy concert.
I'd say survive, but listen, we ain't got no choice. We want to live.
And they have a pattern of saying
So
horrible things
here
and
we
using
go.
social media to spread hate. So yes, roast those people.
Talk to y'all later.